I only have 1 week until Sunrise on the Reaping comes out, and I haven't even read the first 3 books. And on top of that, I work at Barnes & Noble, and I'm going to be working the midnight release party, which means I need to read all 3 books before then. Today is currently March 7th, and it comes out on the 18th, which means I have until then to read all of these books. Can I do it? Okay, so I have already started reading the first book a little bit. I'm 102 pages in on chapter 8, and so far meeting Katniss and her life, and then her getting chosen in the Reaping, and then her meeting Peeta, and then them getting ready for the games. But so far I'm liking it. I have already seen the movies, like I watched them a really long time ago, so I know the basis of the story but not like the details. But yeah, so let's get reading. To the audiobook. I am 232 pages in. A lot has happened. They have gone into games. She's learning a lot about what's happening. Like made an alliance with Rue, and Peeta is being shady, and she's learning who she can trust and who she can't trust, as well as just like the games and like how deadly they are and like how brutal they are, which is insane. That's where I'm at so far. I listened to the audiobook for a little bit while I took my dog on a walk, and I played The Sims so that's helping a lot. Get me through faster. I have this much to go, and I started the book today, so that is pretty good. Hopefully I will finish it soon. I don't know if I'll finish it tonight because I have to be at work in like an hour, and then my boyfriend is coming over and we're gonna be hanging out tomorrow as well. So I don't know if I'm gonna get to read anything more today, but hopefully Sunday. I'm off Sunday and I can finish this one and start the next ones. I will see you guys on Sunday whenever I finish reading this book. Officially read the first Hunger Games book. I feel so happy I finally read it, like, and in the group of people that have read Hunger Games. I think I'm gonna give it 4.5, 4.75. It was good. It was really good. For me, the hype is not as big as this book is. I think I read this in like 3 days. So I think that's really good. If I can keep that up, I should be able to finish 3 books. I have 2 more books to go, and then I will be done. I forgot to say, I already read Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes before the Hunger Games. When I tell people that, they're like, oh, so you don't hate Snow yet. Like, I know that Snow is a terrible president and like all this stuff happens. I don't know what happens. I just know that everyone hates him, and I already read Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and you know, that book makes you like him, so I know that it's gonna come where I'm gonna start hating him. As of right now, he wasn't really that present in this book. I mean, he was there, but like you barely know anything about him yet in this book, so we'll see when he starts becoming a problem. The next book is going to be about Haymitch, so now I kind of know a little bit about him. Hopefully I'll learn more in the next few books about him so that I can prepare for the new book coming out about his games. It is literally the most perfect day to be reading these books. It is storming and thundering outside, and I just saw a little bit of lightning too. It is the perfect time to be reading books. Like, I'm literally gonna sit here all day and sit by the window, watch the rain fall, listen to the thunder, and read these books. So I started listening to the audiobook of Catching Fire while I was doing some things. I baked and I did some laundry. I also did a Katniss braid to get my hair out of my face. I did a Katniss braid for fun, but I am on this far in chapter 4, and something crazy So basically they're just getting ready for like the reunion of like the tour or something, and now they have to like act like they're still in love and stuff like that, and Katniss just realized that she's never going to be free of them because they're constantly going to be after her for years and years, and so she's realizing that, and that's where the idea of the rebellion is going to start coming up in, you know, every dystopian book. There is always that idea that is planted of the rebellion that's coming. So so far interesting. Not too much is happening that much right now, but we will see where it's gonna go because the games are over. So, and there's 2 other books, so what's gonna happen, because the Hunger Games is over, but this is catching fire, so we'll see. Alright, so I have just made it to chapter 10, part 2. I'm 130 pages in, and so far a lot has happened. There's a lot of building up that's happening, but that's usually what happens in book 2, like of any series. There's a lot of build up with trilogies, and so I kind of expected there to be a lot of like setting things up. The first book was meeting our characters, doing the Hunger Games. The second book is setting things up for the final like rebellion that's going to happen at the end probably of the third book. So far I've learned a little bit about Snow, and then the whole thing with Peeta and Katniss like having to put up this like show of like them being the victors and look good for everyone, like the Capitol is making them look good and look like the victors. Underneath all of that there are so many lies and everything that is starting to become a problem and surface. So we're just like learning about all of these things and about the Capitol, and basically just, like I said, setting up for what's gonna happen later. Katniss figuring out who she likes, because there's another character from her childhood, and he is like, since she's back home in District 12 with Peeta, and she's having to like fake her relationship with Peeta, but then she's also having feelings for this other guy. So we're like figuring out where she, like what side she's gonna go. But as of right now I'm leaning towards she's actually gonna like the other guy, but I feel like he's gonna like backstab her. That's kind of what I'm like getting. Like I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's setting up for her to get her feelings hurt. So we'll see. But yeah, so far really good. I did some coloring, which was relaxing while I listened to the audiobook, but now I'm gonna like sit down and actually read some and see how far I can get, because I'm really intrigued and I want to keep reading. So let's do that. Oh my god, Peeta is so useless. Peeta is so useless. Like, he's just always getting hurt. He's not like, the only reason he's alive in the Hunger Games is because of Katniss. She's just always saving him, and it's kind of frustrating me. Oh my god, dude, literally he got hurt. Like, okay, so wait, let me backtrack. They're in the Hunger Games again, fighting and everything, like the same thing all over again, but with different people. And Katniss and Peeta are in it because they have to put on this facade that they are the like lovers and whatever. So Peeta gets hurt, and then this guy and Katniss saves him, and like he almost dies. Like literally his heart stops. Literally like 2 chapters later he gets hurt again, and I'm just like, dude, like Katniss just let him die. Because like she doesn't even like agree with this, like she doesn't want to do this whole facade of like fooling everybody that she loves him. Just let him die, and then you can, you know, pretend to be all sad and stuff. Because he's just, literally he would have been dead such a long time ago if Katniss was not there. Like, she's just always saving him. He is so useless. Like, I was downstairs in the kitchen getting dinner ready for tonight, and I'm listening to the audiobook, and I told my mom 3 times because she was sitting in the living room, and I was just like, oh my god, Peeta's so useless. And she's like, yeah, I know, tell me about it. And then I like go back to what I'm doing, and then literally a few chapters later I'm like, oh my god, Peeta's so useless. And my mom just starts laughing. And yeah, so that's my reaction as of right now. I'm in anger that, like, actually I think it's funny. I'm finding it so funny that Peeta is so useless. Like, he just can't, like, he's good at charming people, but that's about it. Like, he is not a survival boy at all. I mean, I guess that makes sense, like, from coming from his background, but it's just, I don't know, it's just funny. It's just so funny to me. So anyway, that's where we're at. I am on chapter 23. I have this much to go. So we're gonna finish this today, definitely, and start Mockingjay. I just finished Catching Fire. That ending? I have 2 predictions with that ending. What? Did you not like the ending of the book? Yeah, that ending was interesting. Cliffhanger ending for sure. So the only way to find out is to read the next book. It was definitely like an in-between book for me. Not as good as the first one, but also not bad either. Like, a lot of like setting up. Learning information about the world, about the characters, the politics. But I'm excited for Mockingjay because everything is set up and I'm really excited. Hopefully it'll go out with a bang. Hopefully it'll be ending to the trilogy. So we'll see. Book 2 is done. It is Tuesday. It's a beautiful Tuesday. I'll walk down to the little free library that's in my neighborhood, and I scored. First one is The Fault in Our Stars, which is really exciting to find. And then I got this book. I don't know much about it. I don't really read these kind of books, but I've seen it. I've seen people talk about it. And then these other 2 are ones that I don't know, but they looked interesting, which is The Orphan Witch. I don't know anything about it. But whoever got it from Goodwill for like $1. I got this book. The only reason I picked it up was because it has an old, I guess they got it from a library sale, because it has like old library stuff on it, but it said YA, so that's pretty much the only reason I picked it up. Books. And I'm most excited about these ones, I think. This one might be a little iffy, we'll see. That's exciting. And then as for Mockingjay, I've started. Like, the first 3 chapters I'm in, everything is getting set up and we're about to dive in. The uprising and the rebellion. Katniss is realizing where she is in all of this and that the people want her to lead. Is getting ready for that and accepting what she needs to do and who she can trust and who she can't trust, and starting to hate snow. We'll see where that leads. I do have work later. Banana muffins, because I have some bananas that need to be used. So I'm gonna go make those, listen to the audiobook some more, and I'll update you guys later. Update, it's been a few days and I finished Mockingjay finally. I didn't film that much because I got really busy over the week. I think I'm gonna rate it 4 stars. It was pretty good. I know a lot of people love it, and like my sister is one of them. Like, I talked to her about it and she loved the 3rd book the most. I was starting to fall into a reading slump because I think reading all of them back to back in such a short amount of time, rushing it, kind of put me in a reading slump because I'm not wanting to read anything right now. So getting through Mockingjay was kind of hard for me to do. Still power through because I wanted to finish this video, and I have officially read all 4 books in the series so far. Obviously the new one is coming out soon. Yeah, so I did it. I read all 3 books in a week. I will say there are a few characters that I like. I liked Haymitch and Cinna, and then Katniss. Peeta was useless. Rue was sweet. If I were to give it like a rating for the whole series, I think I would give it like a 4-star series for me. I would like to eventually reread it and like slow down and take my time reading it and not make a video about it and just like enjoy it for what it is. But this time around I did still enjoy it. But anyway, I'm very excited for the new one to come out. Like I said, I'm going to be working the midnight release for that, so I will be getting a copy that night. And then if you want to see my reaction to me reading it, make sure to subscribe for more videos. Comment down below if you've read the books and what you thought of them, and if you're excited for the newest book coming out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye!